Finally, the last part of this chapter we need to learn is the difference between micro and macroeconomics. On the basis of certain factors, on certain basis we are differentiating micro and macro. The basic thing we have understood that micro is the study of individual behaviors, individual consumption, price of a commodity, individual firms, so all that. Macro is the study of the entire nation, entire economy as a whole, in total output, total employment level, general price level, all these things. So now if you come to very specifically, if we come to this difference, how do we differentiate, how can we differentiate them? Degree. The basic one deals with microeconomics, deals with individual entities like firm, commodity, price, household, etc. Whereas macroeconomics deals with aggregates of the economy like national income, total employment, general price level, etc. Sorry. Objective, study principles and policies, study the principles, study the problems, and then formulate policies how to attain optimum allocation of resources. But in macroeconomics, after studying the principles and problems, policies related to full employment of resources, as we talked about in Samuelson's theory, that how full employment of the resources, fuller utilization of the resources, efficient utilization of the resources can be done in the economy. Coming to the study part, we study the partial equilibrium analysis because we are studying the equilibrium, means a stable state of a firm, the stable state of a consumer behaving in a particular way. So these are partial equilibrium analysis. Partial equilibrium analysis where we keep other things constant. But in macroeconomics, it's a mutual interdependence of the economic variables. That is general economic analysis. There is a paradox. Paradox means confusion. What ought to be one particular thing creating a problem for the other. Paradox. What is the paradox? Micro decisions may not hold good for the whole economy. Some micro decisions, suppose you are saving, you only are benefited, the entire economy is not benefited. But in macro level, how the paradox comes, suppose the entire economy is saving a lot, then when they save a lot, they demand less, and as they demand less, the entire economy, the production of the goods, they are not sold. Whatever is produced is not sold because the demand is less. The income level goes down. That's the paradox. There is a paradox between this micro and macro. From this concept, the difference comes. MicroMacro difference comes. As you proceed, you will come to know further about different theories, different principles, which we will be talking about in future. So there is a paradox, and finally there is an alternative name. The microeconomic theories are also known as, the microeconomics is also known as price theory, whereas the macroeconomics is also known as the theory of income and employment. The theory of income and employment. Please take a note of the difference. You may directly write it from your book as it is written. You can write from here. It's a bit written in a different way. I have explained you in a bit different way. You can write it directly from your book, but the basic theme, the basic differences are same. Okay, the basic words which are being told, the difference is ultimately the same. The language may be different. Okay, so I would request you to take a note of it, write it down in your classwork copies, notebooks, and then study very nicely. First, read the text thoroughly as per the topics taught. I am telling all these to you just according to the scope of your syllabus. So please follow the topics as mentioned in the class and read accordingly the text thoroughly, and then write these classwork down in your exercise books. Thank you.